smart brands don't use content pillars, they use content stages. And that's because content isn't just about topics, it's about timing. The right post at the wrong time won't move your audience forward. Today, we're breaking down the 4 stages of the buyer journey and how to align your content with it, how to guide your audience from I like this brand to I'm ready to buy. And I'm sharing a simple framework to ensure every post you make has a purpose. So by the end of this episode, you'll have a clear system to turn content into clients. Let's dive in. Okay, tell me if I'm not the only one, but have you ever had someone DM you saying, I love your content, but I'm not ready to buy yet, or something like that? It's because they're stuck in the middle of the buyer journey. Most content strategies don't help people make decisions, they just keep them engaged. The reality is your audience isn't deciding whether they like your content, okay? They're deciding whether they trust you enough to invest with you. If your content isn't structured to guide them through that decision-making process, you'll always feel like you're just showing up without actually selling. And that's why we don't just post for visibility as a business, as a brand. We post to move people forward. So let's talk about how smart brands can do this differently. Instead of asking, what should I post? Start asking, where is my audience in their decision-making process? Here's what your content should be doing at each stage for some context for this. So for the first stage is awareness. It means getting seen. Your goal is to introduce your brand to new people. And the content you can post, which depends on your business, but it could be thought leadership, myth busting, controversial takes, storytelling, stuff that's going to get shares. So for example, what most fill in the industry experts get wrong about topic, or the biggest mistake people make when trying to achieve this certain goal. A behind the scenes reel showing your process in action. For interest, which is the second step, you want to build curiosity and connection. Your goal is to make your audience lean in. The content you can post would be personal stories, educational posts, interactive, or problem awareness. So examples could be, this is how I achieved this thing and what I do differently, fill in the blank for the thing. 3 things every fill in the blank needs to know before they solve their problem. Or carousel breaking down like how your strategy works or your process works. For 3, it's consideration, strengthen, trust, and authority. You want to position yourself here as the go-to expert. Your content could be social proof, case studies, behind the scenes, maybe some deep dives. And examples of this could be how Sarah went from struggling to getting this result in this time frame. An FAQ of, do I really need your service if I already have this other option? It could be a reel answering a common sales objection that you get. And then the step 4, the final one, is the purchase. So your goal is to drive action in sales. And this could be an action like signing up for your email list. It doesn't necessarily have to be a purchase right away, but it could be a purchase. The goal is to make it easy for people to buy. So your content should have clear call to actions, a breakdown of your offer, why now content, limited time incentives. So for example, here's exactly what happens when you sign up for our service. If you've been on the fence, this is your sign to take action. A direct comparison post could be like DIY versus done for you, which is right for you. These are all great for service providers. You need to customize them based on your target audience and your business. Get very niche and specific. Use their own words where you can. The more you do that, the more powerful and effective your content is going to be. Now that you know the 4 content stages, it's time to, again, look at your own content. We did an audit last episode. I want you to really dig into that audit now. And again, look at the last 10 posts. You should have labeled them already as awareness, interest, consideration, or purchase based on what your goal was. But I want you to really dig in. So if most of your content is awareness and interest, again, you're keeping people engaged, but they aren't moving toward a decision. And if you don't have any consideration or purchase content, your audience isn't getting the clarity and the trust they need to buy. So you need to do more of that. And if your content is scattered, that is why people aren't taking action. They don't see the path forward. We need to make sure we're covering all 4 of these steps through our post. So post 1 is awareness, post 2 is interest, post 3 is consideration, post 4 is purchase, and then we start over. Now, if you do have a stage missing in your content, don't worry. Just start adding it in. So if you take anything away from this, here's what I want you to remember. Smart brands don't organize by topics. They organize by buyer psychology and what their content funnel is doing. Every post should move your audience forward. It all has a purpose, whether it's interest, consideration, purchase. A balanced content strategy includes all 4 of these. Now that you know how to structure content by buyer psychology, in the next episode, I'm going to show you how to turn your content funnel that I mentioned into a client funnel. And we'll talk about how different types of offers, low ticket versus high ticket, impact your strategy and what to do next. If you found this video helpful and want more support, join the free Social Media Manager Lounge, grab my best freebies, or check out my templates and masterclasses. It's all linked in the description. And every month in 2025, I'm picking one person to win a free class, template, or bundle. To enter, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway, screenshot it, and post it to your Instagram stories, tagging at Sugar Punch Marketing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.